This is January 19th, Select Board meeting. It's 6 o'clock. We're opening the meeting. And we will be
Hi.
welcoming some of our guests. Changes to agenda. Any recommendations for changes?
I guess I might have something, unless it's in here. I think childcare is going to come together for the town meeting.
But there's an announcement. We'll wait for announcement.
Well, also we have that as an item on the agenda.
We do have it on here?
Yep.
Oh, silly
Next
me.
up for childcare at town meeting.
Silly me.
But
Sorry
if you want
about
to make an
that.
announcement,
No changes needed.
No, thank you so much. I didn't see it.
Okay, announcements.
there's going to be childcare at the town meeting.
There's gonna, hey!
If
And we're gonna talk about it in depth
we're
later.
going to talk
Talked
about it
about it
later.
last year. Yeah, remember?
I do want to remind everyone about the Thursday night, the 22nd. Peter Welsh is here at 6 o'clock
Yeah.
for discussions about the good and bad of FEMA response to our flood. And he's going to give a little talk and then questions. So people want to have input, should come. Let's see. Any other announcements?
I was just wondering, Francis Rose, did you want to announce anything from the housing meeting the other night?
Yeah, we can do like a short report back.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it went well. It was a strong first meeting. All committee members present, along with Peter and myself as co-facilitators. And we had, interested community members joining both in the space and online. I think there's clarity going forward about what the next steps are. Which working groups are the ones with which to launch said committee, looking at perhaps like a tighter timeline of what to try to accomplish this winter before the warm season, and then maybe transitioning some of the working groups beyond that, but not yet clear. Election of co-chairs was successful. Will Colgan, Liz Bicknell, and Lydia Vitale are the co-chairs of that group.
Nice.
Yeah, what would you add, Peter?
And that they have a web page on the town website.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
They're going to continue to meet at Goddard, they've decided,
yeah.
at 5 o'clock rather than 6 o'clock. That seemed to be the consensus on every other Wednesday.
Miracle that there was consensus at all.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future.
And your involvement, you two you've kind of turned it over, correct?
Yes.
This is the kickoff
Yes,
meeting.
and in
Okay.
fact, Lydia took the motions and closed the meeting formally.
Oh,
So
excellent.
Literally took the gavel and
Great.
Well, good for you. Thank you for doing that, but both of you.
I got Will and Lydia. Who's the third co-chair?
Liz Bicknell.
Liz Bicknell.
Great.
Yeah, felt good.
Good energy, good energy.
Good energy.
Good.
I have one question on it. Is there any formal way of getting reports back to the board at some point? I mean, at some point that'll happen, but,
We can be in touch about their appearances here.
Yeah.
We can set up something similar to Aviac.
okay. We have time.
Meanwhile, their meeting minutes will be hopefully approved next time they meet, which is 2 weeks from Wednesday.
Yeah, okay. So we'll,
they are subject to the open meeting law as per the charge. So they will have the Zoom videos and all of that. So.
Great.
And do you have an announcement, Michael?
Yes, I do. I wanted to first, before I make my announcement, I wanted to ask if the Peter Welsh meeting could be recorded by whomever is running the Zoom on that. I have a conflicting event that I'm hosting in Marshfield and I can't make it, so I'd love to see it after it's done. My announcement is that the Emergency Management and Hazard Mitigation have completed a series of maps that help or will help with the planning of emergency evacuations by households and also by our first responders. And we'll be putting those maps along with a map that we made of available housing and buyout housing in Plainfield. We'll be making those maps available online this week on the town website.
great, thank you very much.
And we warned the Peter Welch meeting as a select board meeting, so I think we are obligated to record it.
Yep.
Okay, good.
It
Okay,
will be.
thank you.
Yeah. And I should also say about that meeting, it's going to be on Zoom, but it's going to be muted on Zoom. because we could have a potential lot of people who we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, is there, I have not yet responded to Mary, who asked me to do this for
yeah.
that meeting. I'm willing to do that.
Great.
However, just muting them does not actually guarantee we don't get bombed.
I think we would just have to, I think in the settings, and we may have to reset up the meeting, but there's a way to set it up so that folks that aren't hosts can't turn off their mute button. Or we could also have, if they can't have their cameras on, I mean, we can.
So my sense was that it was gonna be, all people on Zoom are gonna be muted. They can watch the meeting and hear the meeting, but they can't talk on the meeting or have communication with us other than the text.
I mean, we can turn off participant audio and video, and then they just can't turn their cameras. That way, no one could porn bomb it or speak during it.
Right.
That, I mean, there are ways to do it. We have to look, we have to make sure we set the settings up beforehand.
Okay, are you gonna be here?
I am not, I have to work late that
Okay.
day, so I might make the tail end of the meeting, but I won't be here to
Okay.
set up or
That's
anything like
6.
that.
Can you set that up? Not sure.
That's like maybe a little
Yeah, okay.
advanced for me. I can look into it.
A quick comment or response is that I believe that the host of a meeting can mute every participant, but can deliberately unmute anyone that they choose, one at a time.
Yeah, I think we're also thinking of visual, correct?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess my wonder is, does muting the people guarantee no Zoom bombing?
If we take their camera off too, then yes.
Okay.
Like if we,
I don't know by what mechanism they do that, so.
you basically set it so that participants, so people that aren't hosts, which is us, can't turn on their cameras and can't unmute themselves.
Okay.
And then they just can't do it at all.
And is that done on the web? Or
Yeah.
That's done on the web?
I believe so.
Okay, maybe I can.
It's something that has to be done, I would do it before Thursday.
I mean, maybe I'll do it at the end of this meeting or try
Yeah,
to.
we can try to go through it and see if we can get it done. And we might have to change the Zoom information, because usually you have to have it set up. We might have to either edit the meeting or redo the meeting. Zoom credentials, just because sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a big public event like that, it's likely
Yeah,
to
but we don't
drop.
pay for the Zoom where you have webinar style, which is,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, okay,
Which is where they couldn't even at all.
okay. Any public comment? Other than that, thank you, Michael.
Do we need Keith to help set it up at all? Keith Swan?
Yeah, he'll be here,
He'll be here to help set up?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I'm hoping Francis Rose can help get this going so that he doesn't have to do that, although I think he can, right?
Yeah.
Keith can.
Well, I thought he could do everything. I thought he did everything.
Okay, public comment, nothing. Town budgeting, 50 minutes. That's what we got just now, right?
Yeah.
Good. So,
You want to take a lead on this?
yeah, so what y'all have in front of you is the latest version and hopefully the final version of the town budget. We have gone through all of the different areas. After we got more revenue in a week ago, we added some money back into some reserves, about $20,000 between the culvert, sidewalk, and bridge reserve funds. We've calculated all of the pay raises for staff based on the 2.7%. That is the measure that we have in the personnel policy. We've calculated the step increases for the staff that have step increases this year. We've used more of an approximation, but close to a 2.7% increase for all stipends. So stipends are up slightly for most groups, other than the listers who we spoke about, where they were moving from $25 an hour to $28 an hour based on the market, and that we upped them from 2 listers to 3 listers, as they're going to have their goal is to have a 3rd lister by July 1st. So that budget is more than 2.7% bigger. But otherwise, I mean, this shouldn't look too different than what we've seen before. Thankfully, Sarah Macy from St. Albans helped us a ton with, getting all this into a place where we could just do this more easily, and also has all of the calculations in the spreadsheet. So as we moved people's salary numbers around, it also moved their tax and everything else around. And so the bottom line right now is we expect a budget of 1,842,047.44 budget, so $1,842,047.44. We expect non-tax revenue of $515,260, which leaves us the amount to be raised in taxes to be $1,326,787.44, which is approximately $36,000 less than the taxable amount from last year, and so it's a 2.7% decrease in taxes for Plainfield residents.
Wow.
And that's mostly because of
Awesome.
income. Our income is up, more than we had last year. So that income and the amount of work we've been doing in FEMA and having our road crew do work, and now we're going to be getting paid. We have some of that money in the bank that we can push forward to the next year. So hopefully folks are happy to hear that it's a slight tax decrease this year and not a tax increase.
Yep. That's great.
Well done.
Does that include some of the help with the reserve funds?
Yep, that includes, reserve fund wise, it includes $1,000 into the disaster reserve fund, and then,
There's 10,000 into the other disaster
Well-
fund too.
what's that?
That's under the,
Here, I'd have to go through.
Okay,
It's $1,000 it's $1,000 to the shelter reserve fund, sorry. And then it's, where is all of these reserve funds? $500 into the rec reserve fund.
fire department reserve funds were what they had requested, so there's
Yep.
10,000 for fund expense, 12,500 for protective equipment, 10,000 for the building itself.
Yeah,
If you look in,
and then the sidewalks reserve fund, $500, like we did last year. The, bridge projects reserve fund, $5,000. The culverts reserve fund, $10,000. The equipment and vehicle, reserve fund, $50,000, which is again what we did last year. And then I have to find that disaster reserve fund, I always forget what category it's in.
I think it's under municipal.
Might be under public safety. Apologies.
It's the very top of the page, $5,000
Oh, there it
under
is.
the disaster reserve
5,000,
fund.
yeah,
Which page, please?
Not to be confused with the shelter reserve fund.
which has
is
$1,000 in it as well. Yep.
so that's pretty much what people wanted.
Well, I mean, I think Josh has had a grander plan for reserve
Yeah,
funds,
yeah.
but this is either doing the same as last year or some slight increases, but there
Right.
is something in all the reserve funds.
That's fantastic.
We just didn't, under advice from Sarah, when we get FEMA funds in, and federal highway funds in, we can move those funds to reserve funds as we need to.
And that's a select board decision.
That's a select board decision, because they're non-taxable income.
Right.
So rather than front-loading them with a bunch of funds,
Yeah.
because then it gets questionable about whether we're counting on FEMA money to pay down taxes,
Right,
which is not allowed. So in this way, we can add to reserve funds as we need, especially for culvert and bridge projects and things, in a way that is much cleaner financially, and the select board can make that decision as funds come in and deciding what to do with funds as they come in, as we also will have competing priorities, like paying our 10% match for projects and other things.
and paying back the bond.
The bond, well, yeah, well, we
Things like
have to
that.
get 50% of the bond back every
Right.
time we get a payment from
Right.
the feds.
Right,
And just basically watching our cash flow,
yes, yeah.
so, because that's what we did
Yeah.
2 years ago.
And I think people should be reminded that some of the money that we're getting, and some of the reason we have a nice amount of money, is that all the volunteer work that was done, that was documented, is being supported by FEMA and federal highway and so on. So those efforts really pay off, I think.
The in-kind.
The in-kind,
Andy had a
Yeah,
question.
Andy, yeah.
Well, first, let's acknowledge Dan and Mo for all the work they put in tracking all those
Oh,
out.
my goodness.
And Mary.
Yeah.
And Mary.
Mary and other people too.
Thank you so
The
much.
question I have is, I just heard you say the taxable amount, the amount of money you're raising from taxes is going down
$36,000.
compared to last year.
Yes.
We also just had this reappraisal where everybody's property values for the most part went up, not. So how do those two things interact? Are people gonna get lower tax bills, or
Well,
how do these things?
If I might.
Yeah, go ahead.
When we did the townwide reappraisal, right, those values came in before the tax rates were set for this year. So they already have had their impact. Townwide reappraisals are a budget neutral exercise. The value goes up, the rate goes down. The amount you collect must remain the same, okay? So I know anybody who's been following the Twinfield budget that says, oh, Plainfield's gonna see a 40-something or other, cut in their tax rate. Tax rate.
Rate, yeah.
The article further went on to explain the common level of appraisal. Plainfield is now above 100% CLA. Marshfield is like 60%. That's where Plainfield was prior to. You get a penalty from the state for not keeping up with the market. So,
Right.
so your Plainfield's rate may go down, but now it's going to apply to a different number. So.
Yeah, thanks for the question. Okay, any other high points or things that are likely to come up at town meeting? Because we should have answers for those.
The initiatives that people put in here, the repeater system, the bumps in the contracts for the sheriffs and
Yeah.
ambulance, those are all.
They're all
in here.
Yeah. So we're not
Yeah.
cutting meat out of this budget, for
No,
sure.
there may be some jiggling, as we all know. Josh has been, updating the chart of accounts and stuff like that, and although he's, temporarily not working on that, we took his, internet and phone numbers in here as where he had them spread out. Those may move around as we go through the year, but the whole amount is in there, so.
Yeah.
We may see some, tweaking, if you will, in the chart of accounts, but the budget's fine.
I think the only other thing, and this would probably be a post-town meeting day once this budget is approved, I would suggest that the select board look at all of our reserve accounts and maybe create a plan for reserve accounts, like a roadmap with the treasurer. Hopefully he'll be back post-town meeting, and really think about, which ones might need money for what points, and then have that plan. That way, as money comes in from FEMA and federal highway, it's already been thought about. And so I think a reserve fund plan would be something that doesn't need to be part of this budget, but would be a good next step.
And I think Josh is rightly thinking about putting money aside as much as possible in the reserve fund, so that when we're hit with either a surprise or just a need, like a grader or something, we have funds to put into it. It's better to do it up front.
The other piece I would add to that, and Sarah has mentioned it is that we should have a cash flow, an understanding of
Yeah.
the cash flow.
Yep.
And that will prevent, surprise short-term borrowing.
Yeah, we've had some experience in recent years with cash flow concerns,
And then I have
Don't
a
want that.
question,
Yes.
tangential to the budget. This is like the higher level financial analysis. Carol's been speaking about the need of a lower level finance person to fill in for Josh. Has any progress been made in that department to help the office file the necessary paperwork financially to keep us in the books? Well,
Some, it would be probably the most accurate answer. We did ask Sarah, based on her viewpoint, what she saw as key tasks. And number one is reconciling the bank account. Without reconciling the bank account, you don't have anything to compare your general ledger to. Completing the general ledger is job two, okay? We don't know, there's a woman named
Bonnie, who works for Vermont League of Cities and Towns.
who's doing some work. We don't have her job description, so we don't know what task they are supposed to be doing compared to these things that are identified. We're hoping to meet with Carol to say, what are the things that you're seeing that are not being, the specific tasks?
Right.
Not just a general cry for, hire a financial person, but to do what? That isn't being done. We haven't arrived at that. Okay. But, for example, I mean, we had, Bram, crying for help this past week with paying Twinfield, because they hadn't gotten their check. So that now they've gotten their check. But, because when Josh went out, the timing of that, there are those types of tasks where we need to identify those specifically before we can hire someone, because we won't know exactly what to tell them to do. And so we asked Sarah for her input, and she gave us that, but we still have more investigation to do before we can define that job.
I mean, she also noted, just looking at our NEMRIC access, which is our software for the municipal software, that she thinks there might be some ways that we can streamline that. It seems like we're inputting things 3 times that we could be doing once, and that maybe there's some modules within that other towns are using that we may not be, and there might be some real time saved with not having to do things 3 times.
Josh has said that as well, as he's learned.
And so I do wonder, and we should talk with Sarah, because I don't think she used all the 40 hours that we asked of her. Like, I don't know if there's some more like ideas and consulting she could do. I think we have to talk to Bonnie first to figure out what Bonnie's doing before we could give any of that. I do think there's a difference between what Bonnie and Sarah's doing, which is remote, and potentially needing someone, physically in the office, because, obviously checks come in and checks need to be written and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Again, this goes back to job descriptions.
Yeah,
Yeah, we kind of keep coming back to that, don't we?
yeah.
And, job description for short-term temporary help is just as,
Yeah.
needs to be just as specific.
Well, it was very clear with Sarah, with what
It
we
was.
wanted from her, and she got it done
And it sounds like we have executive session coming with
Yeah.
next week,
Yeah.
right?
whomever at the town office staff that wants to be here.
Yeah.
This is a moment to, do we want to do the executive session earlier or later?
I mean, we've heard from staff that earlier is better.
Yeah, well, let's do,
Staff, and we also should just check in with staff to see,
yeah,
especially the staff who requested it, to see who they were thinking would be in the executive session.
Okay.
yeah.
I guess I thought that was just for Carol, no?
Well, that's my question.
I mean, if we are all convened and there is more folks in the office who want to attend,
Well, I just wonder, a staff member has asked for this.
Yeah.
If the staff member wants to talk 1 on 5,
I see.
then that should be something that they have the ability to do, if that's what they want. Or it could be, other staff are downstairs. I don't know,
I
but
see.
we should at least allow that.
Okay,
We
Yeah.
should find out exactly what she wants. Do you want
Yeah.
just you
Yeah.
and us?
But I think before is,
Yeah.
slightly before.
Before is better for me,
Better.
yeah.
And when you say before, you mean at 5 o'clock, at 4 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5, I'd say 5, yeah.
It's fine at 5:30, I mean, I don't know.
So I guess I thought she wanted her own session.
Well, we have a week to figure out.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
I just want her to get what she wants.
Are there other questions about the budget itself for Peter and Brian?
Well, I just want to acknowledge you guys for saving a ton of money, and you're
Yeah,
going through
geez.
line by line. I think was just shy of $200,000 that you uncovered, and thank you both.
Could have been
It's
faster
really,
without having Josh.
really
here,
a
yeah.
service to the community.
It was fun.
I guess what happened to that money that came
That's what
in?
sick people say.
Peter and I have different ideas of fun, I think.
Yeah,
What happened to that money that came in that no one knew where it went? It was like $9,000 or something. And Carol said, where does this go?
Oh, they knew what it was. It was one of 2 federal payments.
Yeah, it was a,
Okay.
it was a
Yeah, it
federal-
wasn't that no one knew where it went. As soon as we asked Karen, she was like, oh, of course it's this.
Oh, okay.
It's just Carol didn't
know.
know where it went.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah, it was a federal highways check.
okay, great, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well, if there's no other questions, I can make a motion.
I would suggest, unless somebody has anyone else, specific question?
I think this is amazing that this got done when we didn't have Josh, and that was pretty scary. You guys did a wonderful job.
Well, it's
Josh
amazing.
was able to help a tiny bit.
Yeah,
Especially on the revenue side.
Yeah.
Is what we need. So, Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the FY '27 Plainfield Select Board budget and add to the town meeting day articles with the following language. shall the town approve total fund expenditures of $1,842,047.44 to pay for the administrative operations, fire and rescue department, and highway department of the town of Plainfield for the period of July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2027, of which $1,326,787.44 shall be raised by taxes and $515,260 by non-tax revenue.
Second.
Any discussion?
Great, great
All
job.
those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. And that's how it'll appear on the town report.
Yep. I just took the language from last year and
Yeah,
updated
yeah,
the numbers.
that'll work.
And that was in 50 minutes, wasn't it?
No, don't say that, because we'll,
There's a discussion about stormwater drainage. I think this might be Michael.
Michael?
Yes, I'm not going to be comfortable speaking for Josh, but I can report, as I did already specifically to Carl, that there was and could be a conflict between the timing of repaving of Main Street if we also, as seemed to be the case, need to replace the stormwater drainage pipe that runs under Main Street from the corner of Creamery and Main all the way down as far as Positive Pie. So basically, I can't offer any guidance, but to suggest that we might not want to pave the street before the drainage situation is upgraded.
Do we know when that's going to happen? Does Josh have any ideas on that?
No, except that he said that there were funds available to town road commissioners to do that kind of work, and he had some idea that that money would be available in the future. I don't know if it was the near future or the more distant future.
Well, you started out by saying timing. I think that's the whole key to this. It obviously makes sense to pave after the pipe's in, but I don't want to postpone it 2 years. So I don't know, you have a thought?
I mean, my thought is, the bond we're putting out is for up to $250,000 for the paving project. I think if, for some reason, there's a decision made by the road crew and the wastewater crew and the road commissioner that they're just gonna do the original piece of work, which is the East Hill piece to the park and ride, maybe it's to the corner of Creamery and Main, then I think they can do that and still fall well within the 250.
Yeah.
There's also, I don't know that the bond has like a time limit, so if they just do the paving of that part and then 6 months later or a year later, they do the rest of the paving, they'll still have the money there for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we need to change the bond. I think it's just, it's a planning piece for the road crew and Josh and others to figure out between now and the summer when we would actually start a paving project. That's my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts?
I had only to say that I thought that there was a potential change in plan to do both sections of Main Street paving at the same time, and I only threw my comments in as a way of considering the possibility of doing drainage in between. That was it.
It's going to be more expensive if we do 2 trips, for sure. So, but your point is that.
But I mean, the quote that we got, and it's only a quote, was in the more of the 220 range. And so like, even if there is some bump up because we have to do it in 2 pieces, we can see. I mean, I think that's a decision for the future select board to say, what's the actual timing on this culvert piece, on this drainage piece? How much delay is it? How much more cost is it to do it in 2 pieces? Like, I think those are all decisions that we can make if the voters decide to allow this bond to happen.
I'm sorry. I would also add that I think Josh has the date that money might be available on the tip of his tongue. He may be able to answer a direct question about that.
I assume there's going to be a proposal and a review, and so there's a timing factor. I guess as someone who comes down East Hill Road every day, there's some spots in East Hill Road, especially up on Main Street and East Hill Road, where work has been done, and there's a big bump. and it'd be nice to have it all smooth. So I would love to have it in two pieces, in two sections, as long as we think we can afford it, it's not gonna hurt us too badly. But we have to talk to the road crew, and we have to talk to the water department too, and see what their abilities are and plans are.
Yeah, I think we do have to talk to them, you know, the initial talk was to pave that upper section of Main Street this past summer, and that was delayed because of the potential for the housing project to
Right, right.
intervene there. So now we're a year later, and that stretch is worse. In terms of, you know, I don't know exactly where under the street or sidewalk or people's yards that storm drain lies, but you probably will be getting into negotiations with landowners there on right-of-way issues.
Yep.
So again, I think we need to talk to the road foreman about the timing of that.
I think the section of Main Street that is the worst, I think, is breaking apart, is on the upper level.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's pretty bad in front of Positive Pie as well.
well, yeah, there's that ditch.
There's a-
That's true,
Filled in
yeah.
a couple of times.
There's some serious problems with the road
Yeah,
down
yeah.
farther as well.
Okay, we'll keep talking about this with the people who are gonna be responsible for it, with the
I mean, I'm
road crew.
sensitive to the number of stakeholders that there are about this project. I mean,
Yeah.
there's many moving pieces, a complex timeline, many property owners, you know, right-of-way issues.
Right.
The road commissioner who's not here. I mean, I guess I'm wondering, it seems perhaps wise to assign some kind of manager to be negotiating with all the parties to like hold the threads, because there are many threads, is really what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
And the work of holding all of them at the same time and coordinating communication might be its own task.
yeah.
I think
This
it
is-
would
this
normally
is-
be the road commissioner, I would think.
Yeah,
Get
normal.
the yellow folder.
Well, I mean, none of this is gonna be decided or figured out until after the vote on March 3rd.
Right,
Quick follow-up is that Josh and I did walk that stretch. And the drain line is not under any private property. It's in the town right away, all the way until Positive Pie. And the only property owners affected would be the two, I believe it's Positive Pie itself and also Ben Graham's property, where the drain goes directly to the Winooski. If anyone is curious, they can see actual drainage grates down Main Street, and they are all in the street. So that drain line is where those drain grates are visible.
yep, okay, so that simplifies it a little,
Thank you, Michael.
thanks. Okay, any other thoughts on this? There's no action to take right now, is there? But we are going to talk about the bond that we have here, and whether to authorize this to go into in front of the voters. So I'm going to figure out which one is which here.
What's your instruction sheet say?
Oh, okay.
Instruction.
Oh, that's
to
right.
Selectboard.
There's-
Adopt 2 declaration documents, adopt resolution certificate, and sign the warning.
Okay, the warning is, I'm sure, here,
Are the declaration documents in there too?
yes. There's 3 things in here. There's declaration. Declaration.
Okay,
Yeah,
so those 2.
yep.
Are we all signing or just you?
Carl, so I think from a agenda perspective, the first agenda item was bond informational meeting resolution. And one, I don't think we have that resolution tonight. I think Bram will have to give us he had a new date. I think it might be February 9th, but I
Okay.
believe we can do that next week
Okay,
when Bram is here, and set that. I think actually maybe, because that would be 2 weeks before. I believe his plan was for us to have it on February 9th.
okay,
But
So we
there's
can hold
very
on to
specific
this.
paperwork. No, not on that.
not this, but,
There's 2 different agenda items
Okay,
around bond
yep.
stuff.
Oh, here's the other one, yeah,
Beyond letting people know it's gonna be February 9th, I think any kind of vote, there's like a whole warning and stuff, though. I guess we could vote to hold it on February 9th, and then that gives Bram the opportunity to put the warning together.
I know he put work into trying to get this done this meeting, but without him here, it's hard
Well,
to,
we can do the declarations, and that is the warning for the actual the vote.
yeah,
We also have to warn an informational.
that's right, okay,
And
okay,
just the way that our agenda sets it up.
Okay.
The informational meeting is the first thing on the agenda.
yep, okay.
So I don't know if we want to make a motion to hold the informational meeting on the 9th of February. That was Bram's plan.
Let's do that, yeah, if we, yeah,
Casey needs the time to put the warning into the paper and stuff.
Yeah.
This week or something.
yeah.
And that was a part of our meeting. Was that, did we say 5:30 that night on the 9th?
Yes.
I think we did.
Okay, yeah, that's in my calendar.
Is that that's not the date of our
That's a regular
executive
meeting.
It's our regular meeting.
It's
No,
not-
no, this
it's
is
not the
February
executive.
9th.
session? Okay,
It's next week.
okay.
No, it's not.
I'm losing track of dates here.
I know, January.
It's 3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3 weeks away.
But that would be our regular meeting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And,
okay.
and so we're gonna do the bond thing for a half an hour and then
That's my,
regular
that's my,
And this will be review and public input and so forth.
And answering questions.
Yeah,
And so my
okay.
guess is that folks from the highway department and water department would be here to answer questions about the bond.
We should invite them, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'll make a motion to hold the water and paving bond informational meetings on Monday, February 9th at 5:30 PM.
second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
aye,
Aye.
Aye.
Those
good
opposed?
job.
And we will do that. Is that on your, that's on your radar, I assume,
Yeah,
Francis
yeah.
Rose? Okay. Bond declarations.
That's these two.
Yep,
Need to read them entirely. One is 250,000 for the paving.
Right.
And all the whereases are pretty much the same.
the same, yep.
And
Which one are you on?
this is the paving.
Paving,
Okay. Do special meeting on March 3rd, which is town meeting. This will be a last right about it. And this, once adopted, it'll be signed by the town clerk, who's already signed it. So I would move that we adopt the paving bond for 200, resolution, declaration of official intent,
I second that,
250,000.
I second that.
got a motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, we've got that. That's
All
the
right, the
paving
second
bond.
declaration is for the School Street sewer, or excuse me, water line, amount not to exceed 700,000. And again, this will take place by Australian ballot on town meeting day.
That's water only, right?
That's water only.
And it's paid for by the users of the water.
Yes.
Okay, can we have a motion on that?
Did you make the motion?
I don't remember. I thought maybe I did. So I will move that we do the water bond declaration for $700,000,
Not to exceed.
not to exceed.
Not to say,
second.
any discussion? Those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you.
Brian has signed both of those. And then we have the resolution.
Yep.
This is the one
Do we need,
that we all need to sign,
do we need to pass the warning? Where's his instructions?
right here.
Does it say, what does it say for the warning? Adopt resolution.
And
certificate.
sign the warning,
Okay.
yeah, which is attached to it. So the resolution certificate, I, Bram Tobin, that he's the duly appointed clerk, resolved that there's 700,000 in here for the School Street water and 250 for the Main Street paving. This will take place at town meeting, attested with his seal, and then here's the warning. The legal voters of the town of Plainfield hereby notified and warned to meet at 18 High Street, Plainfield on March 3rd between the hours of 9 and 7, when the polls are open to vote by Australian ballot. Article 1 is up to 700,000 for the water line. Article 2 is 250,000 for up to 250 for the paving. And then the standard warning language, and if we approve it, all 5 of us must sign. And then there's a sample of the article, the official ballot, and all of that will get posted. So, and then I believe he has to do the newspaper warning as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I will move that we adopt the resolution certificate.
A second,
Moved and seconded? Who's got the second?
I did.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Dan got it.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
He's faster than you are.
That's all right. No, he's not, but it's okay.
Moved and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed. Okay, we have the resolution.
And this is going around for signatures.
Yep.
When you're all done signing, you just have to go right in the back order, the title on top and the ballot at the end. So, and then you can put that back in here. Take that back to Graham.
Oops, I sent my agenda with you, I think.
No, this is stuff. But where's my name?
I lost
Oh,
my
here I
agenda.
am. Yay, me. Is that ready? Oh, dear. Okay.
Is in this back?
Are we signing anything here?
Just
Okay,
one-
here we
No,
go.
the others just get signed by Graham.
Yeah,
It was just one signature here, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so.
so does this go, oh no, this is,
I think it's that one.
That goes in front, that's the last page,
that's the last, okay.
and there's the front.
Okay, here, I'll let you together.
That,
I lost my agenda for some reason.
The next item is the child care for town meeting day.
Okay, thank you. Childcare for town meeting day.
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we want to talk about that. Okay, so far, I've talked to Deb Gagne at Twinfield School. She's in charge of health, and also she does the babysitting certified class. So teenagers take the class and get certified in babysitting, childcare. She's thrilled to death to help with this. We have at least 2 adults that want to do it. What?
That's great.
Yeah,
I love
she
it.
really wants to help with it. She loves it, that the kids are really excited about it, the teenagers. We have to figure out how many people do we need? Josh said we could pay them, but he didn't ever say how much that he got sick. Do we really only need 4 hours for town meeting? Do we really only need 4 hours? Last year it was forever, but it was,
It still was under 4 hours.
I think it was under
Really?
4
The meeting
hours.
itself was like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
really? Okay, so,
It felt
okay.
like,
It felt like,
It felt like
longer.
forever, okay, I'm sorry to
They
say
always
that.
do, don't they?
Okay, what was all that stuff about okay, so 4 hours, how much do we pay? How much can we pay them?
How many paid staff are there? Are the
Well,
are the teenagers
I think
getting a
yes,
stipend
the teenagers
also?
are getting stipends also, I want them to have stipends. But the certified adults should get $20 an hour, I think, we should have we have 2 of them,
yeah.
2 adults, $20 an hour. $20,
Times 4 hours.
yeah. And then we have, if we get, it would be cute to have like 3 teams, they go out, and they all know each other, so they're really great, they have really good chemistry.
how many teams you talking about?
Well, I don't know, we could probably get 3, we probably could get 10, but I think, how many do we think we need? Did you put that thing in about how many, did anybody respond to that? Or were you waiting on me to tell you to put it in?
Yeah, I was waiting on you
Okay,
to tell
put it in
me,
now.
tell me to publish it.
Publish it now, thank you, because
Okay.
we have lots of
So,
time.
so I mean, that's $260.
Yeah.
If we have 3 teens getting 15 an hour for 4 hours apiece, and 2 adults getting 20 an hour for 4 hours also, that's 80 plus 180 is 260.
which which falls under our $300 limit, so we don't need to take any action on that. We can,
Oh, that's great, okay,
it can be paid out by the office without.
so,
Okay, so I will publish the. child-
perfect,
I
perfect,
mean,
thank
okay,
you.
so
Okay.
that would go on the Front Porch Forum. I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah,
If someone could like pick it up off the forum and put it onto Facebook.
that'd be great too. Okay, so,
So you got five caretakers. Is there some standard ratio of caretakers to
well, we
kiddies?
don't know how many kids we have.
I don't think we're gonna get that many kids.
No,
No, I
so we
wouldn't
might
think
not,
so.
we might not have to have that many
I think
people.
that's like
Yeah,
probably overstaffed. But
Yes.
I think overstaffed is great.
5
Yeah,
caretakers.
and it will,
five, what, would you say 5 caretakers, what?
Sal.
And
And
Sal.
Sal.
Exactly, yeah. Aw.
and there will be,
It
there will
takes
be,
5 to make up for.
You know, it's like her preferred ratio, honestly.
Oh, good, oh, well.
it
and then
will
we
be at
have-
the library, right?
Yeah, well, I called the caller, Angela's not gotten back to me, I've written her twice, I've called her, so I'm gonna go in and see her on Thursday.
Okay, we gotta
She said-
confirm
she
that.
said- She said yes last year.
Yeah,
I mean, they also asked us if we wanted to have it at the Greenery, is it the Greenery? But I would love to have it at the Cutler, and she said yes last year, and we hardly did anything for her. So we'll have a sign-up sheet where parents have to sign in, leave their phone numbers, so we know if
Okay.
we have to get a hold of them. They suggested that no one else takes kids out, nobody, even if a
Yeah.
grandparent comes or something, if you brought them in, you take them out, just to be safe. They have a nice place out back for sliding a little bit and a lot of activities. I kind of wonder about things like, I'm gonna ask Angela about things like, what about snacks? Like, should we, provide a little bit of money? Should we ask people to bring their own snacks? Are we under $300? Can we throw some money in, of the money left over for some snacks?
I only think about snacks is you gotta be careful of what people want their kids to eat. So if
Absolutely,
they can
yeah.
bring their own,
Bring
it's
own
probably
snacks,
better.
Okay. Bring own, what?
$60, that's $180.
Bring own snacks. So then we could, if we have any extra money, we could throw it in for,
I'm not worried.
consumable stuff like, construction paper, so the library doesn't have to use their stuff. Like, they can use their markers and stuff, but consumable stuff.
It would be nice to replace anything that's used, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, so we could do it that way, just have Angela kind of say what we used
Yeah,
and reimbursed, okay,
that seems to me to be a,
okay. Reimbursed. Okay, great.
Patty, ask Jane if she's got DI supplies at home. She might want to donate those.
Oh, okay.
She's got all kinds of stuff.
I saw her just the other day, supplies. What day is she down there? I saw her, I wanted to get the
she's here tomorrow, isn't she?
Echo thing.
I think she is there tomorrow.
Was it
Yeah, I
last
think
week
it's
I got it?
Tuesdays.
Okay, Tuesdays. See if I
I
can
don't know
go
how I know that, but
or
I
give
think
a
this was
call.
last Tuesday I saw.
I think
I
she's
saw her.
Tuesday, Thursdays,
I
and
went to get the
Saturdays.
Echo, I went to get the Echo stuff and she was there. Okay, I'll ask her, yeah.
Okay,
So it's, I mean, Francis Rose and I talked about it last year and we couldn't do anything about it because everyone had gone, we had time, but everyone had gone away. And so we're doing it before people go away, before they make plans, because they will be away. The school will be closed.
yeah,
So it'll be all set.
good. Well, thank
so
you.
much, Patty.
Thank you for doing that.
It's okay, everything fell apart for a while.
Thank you for doing all the work on that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can I see the agenda? I think, oh, thanks.
I would have got you.
It's stuck there somewhere.
Oh, it's here, silly me, sorry. I wish Betsy had been on, we could talk, but she.
That's just later.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Planning Commission appointments, we have an appointment, and I don't have a name here.
I got it. It's,
Nico.
may I make a motion?
Nico
to
Rubin, yeah.
Appoint Nico Rubin to the Planning Commission. We don't yet have a term length, I don't believe. We didn't hear back.
That
from
was
them.
one of the questions you brought up, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, we can appoint, it's only good till town meeting, and then we need to reappoint, unless we're doing a slot. And
That's-
it's not a vacancy currently, it's an addition to
That's a good point, yeah.
where it is right now. So we can take between now and town meeting to figure out
Yeah.
what exactly his slot is.
Okay,
you
well,
know.
I'm making a motion to
I
appoint.
asked Will in an email, but I haven't heard back. So
He's too busy sunning himself in Arizona.
Let's go down there and hit him up.
Did I hear a motion,
There's a
Bouncy?
motion to appoint Nico Rubin to the Planning Commission.
Second, I second that.
until
Okay, we have a
town meeting.
motion and second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to see
All those in
that.
favor say aye.
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 and
Opposed?
thank you, Nico.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah, thank you,
Good
Nico.
addition.
great addition.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll have to figure out what term he's at, but we'll get an answer on that. Approval of draft minutes of 112. Anyone want to make that motion?
I would like to make the motion to approve the draft minutes of 1/12/2026.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
discussion.
Oh, sorry, discussion.
Uh-oh.
On page 6, in the discussion of the tax, health insurance item, there was a note that the health insurance had increased by 5 cents, and it should
Right,
read 5%.
5%.
So I sent that to
The
Jamie.
the meeting notes are actually correct. You misspoke and said 5 cents in the meeting, so she did correctly. I looked at it.
I said 5 cents.
Correct. So she took proper notes. You improperly stated the case.
Huh?
Good to fight. Don't fight.
So she can't change it.
No, that's okay.
Fighting, okay.
Oh, she didn't respond, so I don't know if she
Jamie,
received it.
Jamie.
Okay, so with the,
Okay.
with the correction, then, can we say that the minutes with the correction?
Yeah.
Sounds
Can we?
good,
Yeah,
yes.
but the should I say it again? Or is that it?
We have to vote on it.
Okay.
So with the corrected minutes to 5% instead of 5 cents, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and opposed. Thank you. What's next? Warrants. We have warrants to approve.
Motion to approve accounts payable for January 15th, 2026 and January 16th, 2026, and payroll for January 15th, 2026.
I second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, our next date for select board meeting is 1/26/24. This is a regular meeting, correct?
Regular
Yes.
meeting.
So then we'll have a executive session early
Five
Yeah,
PM.
at 5, and then we'll have our regular meeting starting at 6 o'clock, and people can zoom in if they want.
Yeah, just, we should note for Jamie that the warning for the meeting actually, so what we will need to do is start the meeting, call the meeting to order, and then
At
vote to
5.
go in at 5. So technically, the select board meeting starts at 5 PM.
Yes,
We will then vote to go into executive session, and then when we come back out, we can start with changes to the agenda.
right. And if we're early coming out, we'll just have to wait until 6,
Take a break.
because people will
Yeah,
people will be coming on. So, yeah, yes.
Okay, should I ask Carol and ask her if she's expecting just her at this, at our executive session, just her as a staff?
We need to find out
Yeah, if,
how that's going to work, yes. But we're going to have the executive session scheduled.
yes, but I need to ask her, is it just for her, right? Does she want this time just hers?
If that's what you
We,
want.
we don't know that.
We don't
No, is
know.
that what we need to know? That's what I'm saying. Do we need to
Yeah.
ask her?
I think it's appropriate to ask.
Okay,
I also, I want to allow for the possibility
yeah.
that other members of the town office staff are also able to be here. It's fine if Carol wants a moment alone with us,
Okay.
then that can start at 5. And then we can say, okay, and then 5:30 or whatever will be the moment at which, if the other folks at the town office staff want to join, they may.
We need to find that out,
I
yeah.
just
But I
wanna
think that's a good plan.
I just want to respect her by giving her the time that if she wants to talk to us
Agreed.
by herself, because she didn't want to talk to me by myself. She didn't want to. She said, we need an executive session, it's too hard. And I kind of got the feeling that she wanted her own session, but,
Well, let's find out.
okay, thank you.
And
Yeah.
let's make sure that she's here,
Yeah.
because we got 5 people
Oh, that would be bad.
giving up time.
We need information from her
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
This is not a one-way street.
Absolutely, yeah, and she has a lot to say, and she really feels like the town is in trouble, and she wants to stay in the town.
Yep. Yep, okay,
Could I
Yes.
ask what you and Francis Rose might already have on the agenda for the 26th? You have
I mean,
placeholders?
we've met every week for the last 5 weeks, so we're like kind of current. I can check my file, but it's not deep.
well, here's a thought.
Yeah,
We start at 6 and with executive session. if it's gonna be a short meeting.
Well, except that Carol would prefer it at the end of the workday.
Oh, right, okay, all right.
Yeah,
And then we get done at 7, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm seeing nothing exclusively called out for next week already.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything either, so.
Not a lot collecting dust right now.
Maybe that's a time to
The
bring
weekly
in,
schedule.
what about bring in water and highway to talk about the,
Oh, we still have to finish the articles for the warning.
yeah, that's true, yeah,
Yeah, we have
And we
to
don't,
watch.
we don't have the water and sewer budgets yet, so.
right.
And I think we have to officially vote, we did not officially vote on the Green Mountain Transit and the other articles. We have just voted on Articles 1 and 2, which are
Yeah.
the bonds, and then we just voted on the budget.
Yeah.
But all the other things that are gonna be on the ballot, we need to vote for next week.
Well, that's what, Bram needs to bring all that.
All right, so I think the agenda item is finalized articles
Yeah,
for
yeah.
town meeting
Yep.
warning.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, and then you mentioned water and highway. Are we like inviting?
Water
Water
and
and
wastewater,
wastewater.
they have to bring their budgets by.
they have to bring the budget,
They have to, they-
and at that point, we can talk to them about the bond as well, perhaps.
So we're inviting
Well, we're done with
the
the
whole
bond, but
commission, the water
Yeah.
and wastewater commission to join us?
No, somebody's gotta represent them to bring their budget.
So if we have questions, we have somebody to ask.
Well, no, I mean, we can ask questions, but the numbers that they give us for water and wastewater, we just have to vote to put on the ballot.
Yeah,
We don't have any say over what the water and wastewater budget
okay,
are.
yeah, that's
We
gonna
just
be,
have to put the number, the water budget and the
Okay.
wastewater budget as articles on the ballot. But we need the numbers to
Yep.
do so.
okay,
And hopefully Bram or someone will have that, like, in a way that's easy for us to vote on.
yep, okay,
And their budget has no bearing on this budget?
Correct.
right. Yeah, it's a separate
It's a
budget,
user budget. It's the only people who pay for the parts of that budget are the folks that are users of the system.
right, and they're the ones who will pay back the bond.
Speaking of which, this is, Sarah did include the interest for the paving bond in the budget that we adopted.
She did include it,
Yes.
Did include it, yes.
fantastic.
So the principal is deferred for a year, so that wouldn't show up in next year. The same thing will be true of the water and sewer bond, it's just interest first.
I think we owe Sarah Macy a big thank you. I know we paid her, but still,
I don't know if
Do
we
we-
paid it yet.
Do we need to talk to Dan Caddy about anything? It seems like he's always writing down, he's always telling us stuff that is happening.
Well, which meeting of the month is usually his report?
It's usually the first,
Yeah.
the second rather, the second.
So it is usually next.
it'll usually be
week.
next
Okay,
week, yeah.
okay,
yeah.
okay, great,
No,
okay,
well,
okay.
no, it wouldn't, that would be the fourth,
Well, that's our, you mean it's our first meeting of the month, the second week of the month?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
The fourth week of the month is our second meeting of the month, regular meeting.
gotcha.
That's-
We gotta get away from these every week meetings.
Well, we are, you know, this is the last special meeting we're having.
And we did
This is
put
it? This is the end?
$500 for expenses for the constable in this budget as well,
Yes, good,
Okay, good.
as requested.
good.
All right. I make a motion, we adjourn at 6:57 PM.
I
Anyone like to second that?
like to look at that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second,
So-
any discussion?
Are you, is that Andy?
All those in favor say aye.
That's what I meet you. Okay.
Aye,
Aye.
thank you. Those opposed? Thank you.
Cut the recording
Yeah.
and mute us, but don't turn it off.